Hello, welcome back. Last time I earned entry into the top of the mountain here. I think I do want to spend a little bit of time trying out the puzzles in here, but there are a lot of locations in the world that I'm very eager to visit, and I don't want to go straight for an ending of the game right now. I think the village in particular, at the foot of the windmill, is one place I would very much like to go today. But I'll spend at least just a little bit of time down here seeing what it's about. I saw the beginning of one puzzle where I got to actually draw a platform I should be able to walk on. Huh, that's interesting. So I'm going to try that just a little bit. Okay, so over here is a thing I can't see because it's like all interlaced weirdly. Over here, those are elements I recognize. Okay, let's go to the left, sure. So if I just solve this some way like... okay. Sure. That is neat. Let's see. What's a good way to solve this? Maybe like this? That's a weird way to solve it, but whatever, it's fine. It lets me get over here close enough to at least see... Ooh. At least see some of these. Alright. This kind of format of puzzle. Is my... Huh. Something about the way I'm standing on this. I'm guessing my character wants to be in a different position. Somehow it's not aligning the cursor quite right with the line. That's unfortunate. Alright, so... something like... Oh, hey. Those two are going to be annoying. Okay, so white can be over here. That's a start. How can I turn it into a solution? Obviously not like that. Oh, this is going to be annoying, isn't it? Actually, no, that's just fine. I'm not going to be able to go to the next one. Well, I might. This thing's all melted. Oh, it's not because of where I'm standing, it's just because of the way the puzzle is aligned. I see, I see. How annoying. Fine, I can ignore my cursor. So, what do you want here? Just collect some things... Partition some things. Should be... Oh, right, there's one up there. Fine. Uh-huh. Oh. Click there. Fine. Okay, this is actually kind of annoying to work with. Done. Oh boy, and I'll bet I have to click here. Yep, yep. Ugh. All I can see here is the... Okay, right, those are not hollow, just because it's blue. Alright, so there is a dot there. I need to make a shape like... Up a little more, then left, down to... Okay, so that shape is satisfied. Collect the dot, and I should be good. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh. Well, that's a problem. Huh. Okay. Can I just do this from here? Maybe? Probably? It's not really going to want to let me do it, but I might be able to. Oh. Ooh. Okay, well, there are some of those puzzles to do. I'm kind of more interested in getting in here. That does not lead where I want to be. I want to be there. Okay, so end at the left endpoint. Also, avoid the center somehow, which is going to be hard with that Tetris piece in there. I guess the way to do it is something like... So if I've done that, and gone through the middle, then that's no good. So why wouldn't I do... Well, I wouldn't do that because, again, that goes through the middle. So what I actually want to do is have a general idea of how I want this to work. Let's see here. I can almost get away with this. No, there are two reasons that doesn't work. One, because that again goes through the middle, and two, because it hasn't partitioned those properly. Okay, so this is the spot I'm trying to avoid. How could I possibly avoid that while satisfying this? I can't. No matter what, this is going to intersect that space because it's in that position, right? What pattern would allow me to not do that? Kinda seems like none of them. Because I have to touch this in some way or another. If it were horizontally going out this way, then it would have to go this way, and that would be intersected, no matter what. And if there's no avoiding that, I can't have the line touch itself in another place. So this pillar of junk is just in my way, and it seems like there's nothing I can do about it directly. Right? Yeah, there's absolutely no avoiding that. There's no other shape I can pair this with. It's just stuck there. It's going to touch the center no matter what, and I can't get through. Well, that's annoying. I guess I could at least do something like... Let's see, if I start like that, and then do one of these. That doesn't work. Do one of, what, these? That doesn't quite work. Well, this is going to be a thing, isn't it? I can do that, except I can't. I can do this, right? Mm-hmm. Well, that at least gets me a closer look at that thing. And I could do some more of these if I wanted to. Ooh, listen to those sounds. Alright, room full of drawings. At least one puzzle in there that I could hypothetically do from here. It's one of those. Cool. Can't get a close enough look at it to comfortably do that. Hey, is this an entrance? This is an entrance. Oh, hi.
The relation between the controller and the controlled is reciprocal. The scientist in the laboratory studying the behavior of a pigeon designs contingencies and observes their effects. His apparatus exerts a conspicuous control on the pigeon, but we must not overlook the control exerted by the pigeon. The behavior of the pigeon has determined the design of the apparatus and the procedures in which it is used. Some such reciprocal control is characteristic of all science. As Francis Bacon put it, nature, to be commanded, must be obeyed. The scientist who designs a cyclotron is under the control of the particles he is studying. The behavior with which a parent controls his child, either aversively or through positive reinforcement, is shaped and maintained by the child's responses. A psychotherapist changes the behavior of his patient in ways which have been shaped and maintained by his success in changing that behavior. A government or religion prescribes and imposes sanctions selected by their effectiveness in controlling citizen or communicant. An employer induces his employees to work industriously and carefully with wage systems determined by their effects on behavior. The classroom practices of the teacher are shaped and maintained by the effects on his students. In a very real sense, then, the slave controls the slave driver, the child, the parent, the patient, the therapist, the citizen, the government, the communicant, the priest, the employee, the employer, and the student, the teacher. B.F. Skinner, 1971.
Okay, so if I touch this and this, then I can get through because there's a passage through the center of that. In order to touch this and this... Oh, well, why can't I simply... Why couldn't I come over here, get this done, then do something like that, and have everything work? Without even having to go through the middle, because that's not wide enough, okay? So if I do this, then I'm not allowed through there, but that might be... Okay, that's not good enough anyway. Okay. So if I've done that, then that dead ends. Okay. So if I do something like this, then that's no good. Fine. Is there any possible way I could come around? No, there's definitely no way I can come around and do this and then be able to get through there. Okay, so this is tricky. If I come down this way, I'm forced to turn like that. This has to touch an edge, like there are only 4 possibilities. This, 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 or this. Nothing else is valid. Which one of those lets me get through? So again, it's either this, which is no good because that has to pass through a solid wall there. So not that. So I can't have that happen. This, which passes through that immediately, so that's no good. Okay, so discard those 2 orientations. This is better. I might be able to work with that. So suppose I went up here and around like that. And then over here. I think I can work with that. Because the center, in addition to obstructing me, also allows me to bridge over like this. There we go. I got in here. Cool.
Two major schools of Zen exist in Japan, the Rinzai and the Soto. Both have the same goal of seeing the world unmediated, but their approaches are different. In the Soto school, the emphasis is on quiet contemplation in a seated position without a particular focus for thought. The method in the Rinzai school, however, is to put the intellect to work on problems that have no logical resolution. Such problems are known as koans, from the Chinese kengan, meaning public announcement. Some are mere questions. For example, when your mind is not dwelling on the dualism of good and evil, what is your original face before you were born? Others are set in a question and answer form, like, what is the Buddha? Answer, 3 pounds of flax, or the cypress tree in the courtyard, to name but 2 of the classic responses. According to tradition, there are 1,700 such conundrums in the Zen repertoire, and their common aim is to induce a kind of intellectual catastrophe, a sudden jump, which lifts the individual out of the domain of words and reason into a direct, non-mediated experience known as satori. Zen differs from other meditative forms, including other schools of Buddhism, in that it does not start from where we are and gradually lead us to a clear view of the true way of the world. It is not a progressive system in this respect. The sole purpose of studying Zen is to have Zen experiences, sudden moments, like flashes of lightning, when the intellect is short-circuited and there is no longer a barrier between the experiencer and reality.
Black, white.
David Darling, 1996.
One of those other audio log things was about Zen too, wasn't it? Oh, that's also black. Okay. So, black, 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 white. Don't know exactly what that's going to do. Oh, okay, so activate this, then something over here. Alright. So black's in the center, one over there, white down there. This is a single line. Whoa. Oh, interesting. Going left and right does that. Now, wasn't there another... No. So this is the only hidden white one. Alright. So what that's going to mean is problems, because with this here, it's impossible for me to partition these two separately, because I can't draw any horizontal line anywhere in here to do anything to them. Can't draw behind that. Can I do this from another angle? If I stand way back here... Yeah, maybe, but I still can't draw a line there. What about this angle? That's plausible. Yeah, okay. That's what it is. That might be what it is. That's maybe what it is. If I get this just right, I can kind of peek at what they are. This is silly. Alright. That seems pretty good. Yeah, that seems pretty good. Okay, oh man. Kinda seems like all of this stuff is about perspective puzzles from in some way or another. So this is a double line. Where are all the dots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just those 5? Looks like just those 5. Okay. I can see them all from this angle. If I back up just a little bit... Nope, doesn't let me. If I back up just a little bit more... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all I need to know is that there's one right here, and all the rest I can see. I did not collect the one right there. Okay, now I have... And then this should be almost okay, except it's not because I can't get there while getting both of those. So you two are kind of in conflict, because that's basically here and here. How would that ever be possible? Because I have to... Okay, I have to collect this using that line. I can't. That's impossible from this angle. So I may need to do it from another angle. Or alternately, I need to collect this using this line, which is similarly difficult. It seems unlikely that I'd be able to solve this from this angle. Seems very unlikely. So what else? See, now, if I'm too close, it automatically adjusts my angle, so I'm not allowed to use certain ones, which is pretty obnoxious. Let's see, what could help me? If I'm over here... No, it doesn't let me. Stop moving! Just do it from over there. I don't need you closer. Man, from pretty far away, it does that to me. Alright. So collect that one down there. Has this somehow... No, that's made that worse. Unless I can get that, which I can. But I missed one. Missed 2. Nope. What am I seeing here? That's not a part of this. That's whatever's behind this thing. There's something in there. It's lit. And reflective. Alright, so I can't get a whole lot of leverage from this side. It lets me look at it and interact with it from this angle. But see, I can't get across that, which is not too great. Alright, am I sure I can't do it from this angle? The problem was that I needed to collect this or that using the opposite line is the one that's actually convenient for it. And there isn't a way for me to do that. Yeah, nothing... Oh, wait. Oh. Well, why can't I do that? I can. Because of that. Okay, so if I could find an angle that allowed me to do exactly that, or something similar. Well, now, hang on. Has that gotten everything? No, not that one. Okay. So that's close. Oh, well there we go, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, so that's activated a wire that goes way down here. Oh, in there. Huh. You go there? But you're off. Do I need to trace a wire going into this and turn it on somehow? Yeah, okay, so there's that. Okay, I found it. There it is. Didn't even see this thing. I don't get a very good look at that, but I think it's good enough. Alright, so, unrotatable thingy there, one there. This is inconvenient. Well, no, not really. All this means is it wants... Like, that satisfies the orange things, but not the white ones. So, could I instead do... I can't do that because the exit's over there. So if I put the vertical one there and the horizontal one some other place, then maybe I can do this. That seems... nope, 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 nope. That has white and... Okay, well, why wouldn't I just do this? Because that doesn't split these two. Let's see. So the problem with that was that there's a black one here. What about that? What about that? That seems fine. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's a 4. Fine. How did this work? If that's a 4... Okay, then I can do no, wait, what? I did something smart, and I'm no longer sure what it was. Was it like this? And then... that. 1, 2, 3... No, that needed to go farther. Okay, so that should at least satisfy the No, that's also a 4. Oh, okay. It's hard to count from this angle. Alright, so this will satisfy both of those. There we go. So now just that problem. Interesting. No, I can't have them cross. That does not work. So one definitely has to be up against an edge for the other to fit. And the horizontal one has to touch those 3. Okay. So it's horizontal here no matter what. Like this, 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 and that means that. Okay, so no matter what I do, this is absolutely required. Now where to fit the vertical one in so that it's optimal is the question. Could I put it here? I think so. No, because that's overlapping. I would have to put it over 1. Could I put it over 1? Not quite, because then that doesn't partition those separately. So this is rejected because of everything. Okay, no. Everything is wrong with that. Okay. So can I do this first, and then somehow still have room for all of this? Not quite like that, but maybe if I would... Not like that. Not like this. No. Nope. No. Because that has to get to an edge to start, and I can't go to that edge because that blocks the way to the exit. So that was a thing that I tried before, which is fine except for those 2. I can't escape that to go for those. I don't know. So if I start on this again, is there a small modification I can make to this to make that work? Like, it really does have to be... It really does have to be these 4 and either this or this or this or this. Those are the only possible options. So it's one of those 4. Just because of the layout, that is required. Okay, so what if it were like this? Then that works fine. Done. No. Because those are partitioned together. Also, that's 5. Okay. Then what about this? Then that works fine. No, because those are partitioned together. Can I fix that somehow? Not exactly. Not like this. Okay. So if it's instead like that, then is everybody happy? No, because those are together. What? What? Okay. So I've ruled out that possibility. I've ruled out that possibility. That means it has to go here, the vertical one, or here. So let's say it were to go here like this. That's no good because I can't escape to do that. So let's say it were to go here like this. That would mean I end up there, and I can't get to both the exit and those to partition them separately. I can't go off and do something else because I can't. However, this is an invalid shape. That has to go all the way over. Right. That has to go all the way over. but not all the way up or not all the way down. One of the two. But this means that doesn't work. So is there some arrangement I'm missing? Or something I can do with one of those arrangements? Like, I'm reading this right? There's no additional trickery here? Okay, because these are split horizontally, the horizontal one absolutely has to be there. There is no other possible arrangement that allows that to work. Since the horizontal one has to touch both this, and because this is an edge, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 100% required. There's absolutely no possible way around it, no matter what you do, unless the vertical one is touching this and horizontal is also still joined with it. But all that does is moves this over 1 to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's still these 5. There's no possible way out of that. So 100% for completely sure, these 5 are encircled. I cannot put this... I can't have these joined with each other. They don't... Yeah, so this has to go on an edge. So yeah, once again, like, this is constraining me to definitely one of these. Like, it's either this or this or this or this. Nothing else is possible with this layout. So one of those needs to allow those to be separated. Once again, this is 5 across. This goes all the way across for sure. So if I'm going up like this, that means that I have to go over like that, and like I cannot get away to do that. If I'm doing this, then that's great and all, but I can't get through there to finish my job. If I've done that, then I've put these two together. If I've done that and cut that off, then I don't get an opportunity to separate those two. Is there another start that I'm not seeing? That is the only exit, right? There's not one hiding over here? No. No. Nope. Nope. This puzzle is not letting me solve it. Because of the constraints, I can't separate those and also separate those and also satisfy this shape requirement. Is there some other way to move these around that I'm not seeing? No. No, there isn't. They're not rotatable. They're not overlappable. There are no hollow squares here. No. I can't do them separately. Like, I can do that, sure, but then that blocks the horizontal one from ever being complete in any way. Yeah, because of this position, they have to be in the same partition. There's no way around it. And this whole time, I'm working at this annoying off-kilter angle. Like, if I could just get... I can get a little closer, but that doesn't help tremendously. Ugh. Yeah, that doesn't work because of those two. And if I get closer, I have to keep having to readjust because of the stuff. Ugh. So what's the idea, puzzle? What do I need to do to make you work? Alright, so I feel like I've been very thorough with my explorations of having this shape vertical over there. Have I been as thorough with it on the other side? So like this, I can't get away to do this. That would be nice, but I can't do it. I can't just cut off, hey wait. No, that doesn't make sense. Like, sure, it'd be great if I could do something like this. But that doesn't work. For many reasons. I can't arbitrarily split those apart or have them overlap. No. They are not allowing that. Nope. Okay. So one more time. This shape doesn't particularly let me get away to deal with those. No good. This shape is a little different, but still does not let me get away to deal with those and get to an exit. So no. No, those two are unsatisfiable. Okay, well, there's something I'm missing about this puzzle, and apparently I'm going to continue missing it. It is set up to be impossible by the constraints that I have deduced from its layout. One of my assumptions is wrong somehow, or I'm missing some other thing I can do, or there's something outside the puzzle that actually makes this possible. Don't know what that thing might be. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Vertical, horizontal. Yep. There's no way around that. One start, one end. Those are there. Those are there. It's set up to not let me do it. Okay, whatever. I wanted to get to the village, but apparently I can't today. So that's going to have to be tomorrow. I'll ponder this on my own time and maybe figure out some way to do it, but just... there are enough constraints that I cannot solve this with what I know about it right now. It's possible there's some rule with these that I'm not aware of, or some rule with these that I'm not aware of that would let me do this somehow, but I don't know. I don't know. My analysis says this is not solvable with what I know now. Anyway, I'm going to take a break from here. I've kind of gotten a taste of what this place is like, and I'll go do some more stuff outside next time, I think. Anyway, cool. I'll see you next time for some non-mountain puzzles.